South Sethi.
Nate de Gogo.
Katerina Pavlopoulou.
Alex Beresford.
Emilia Beinart-Kaite.
I went to Brunel University, where I studied economics.
University College London, financial computing.
Cranfield University, Motorsport Engineering and Management.
University of Bath, International Management and French.
The University of Oxford, MSc in East European Studies.
The structured training program was a massive plus. Coming from a non-IT background, being offered a chance to learn technical skills coupled with financial knowledge was just what I needed to kickstart my career in IT. Funnily enough, I had an offer from another consultancy in the same week with a better package, but there was no formalised training. For me, this was the perfect opportunity. I'd say utilise the resources and the wealth of knowledge we have around Excelian, network with people and build a strong relationship with your line manager. That's definitely given me the stability whilst I've been here.
The training itself was actually for 12 weeks, and we got a wide range of skills, ranging from technical skills such as learning about SQL and Unix and Java and various other languages, in addition to soft skills and financial markets. So the soft skills element was quite interesting because we all learned about the subtleties of presenting and also how to do well in a client interview and how to engage clients. So that was really, really interesting, and I thought it gave a little bit of an advantage when you actually went on to a client site, because not many people actually know that. And the financial markets was very, very good because we got a lot of insight into the various types of financial products and the elements of finance in a sense. So when you went into a client site, it wasn't as if we didn't have a clue as to what was going on. We had a good overall view, and we were able to use that as a sort of stepping stone into being client ready.
So, as Nata said, we had a broad range of subjects to study and learn different scenarios, and then we could apply all this knowledge on the client side. So in the end, we had a good understanding of how the investment banking industry works and which are its demands, what we should do. And then the technical courses, Unix, SQL, Java, Murex training conducted by accredited trainers helped to create the link to the structural side of the industry. And then the soft skills, interview skills, presentation, consultancy skills, sales for consultants, I think we also did,
Yes.
help to have the right mindset and the right attitude when we go on client side. So I think overall we were ready and more comfortable and confident to go out there and perform as best as possible.
That's a very good point, Katerina. I think we did in particular was the
city
of
tour.
London. Yes, the City of London tour was very, very good. We got a really nice historical aspect of what the city is about and what we're getting ourselves into, and we saw various amazing buildings, and I thought that was really nice on Excelian's part to appreciate that there is more to the training than just doing the skills aspects of things. We also went to
The London Metal Exchange.
Exactly,
Yes.
which incidentally is one of the oldest exchanges in the world for metal, and I probably would never have come across that if I had worked for Excelian. So I think in general, I think we got
it was
really
very
good
interesting.
experience.
And the group project too, it was very interesting and fun what we did to document our experiences. So as Nata said, we had the fun bit of the graduate program, and I think I would advise someone who is coming to the graduate program to learn as much as possible during that time, be involved and proactive, and enjoy it.
Similar to Katerina, I think at this stage of your career, it's all about getting as much experience as possible. But in addition to that, I think as a longer term sort of viewpoint is you should always ask yourself how you're adding value to the company. And once you're doing that, I think you can obviously display that to the senior management and really create a name for yourself in the company.
The career so far at Excelian has been great because it has been a very rewarding one. with a great learning experience in a client-facing environment. And it doesn't really matter whatever background you're from. I think in general, IT is still considered a male-dominated industry, but Excelian is working hard to encourage young women to apply for job opportunities, and I think it's such a great opportunity, simply because if you are a confident, ambitious person who enjoys working on projects where results are tangible, then this is definitely a role for you. I think without being stereotypical, technical and numeric skills are important in this role. However, being a good communicator, a good negotiator, and a team player is absolutely essential. I mean, more and more I realize in my daily role that women can add so much value in this industry, and I think IT needs your feminine approach. I would say make the absolute most out of the graduate academy. At Excelian, we invest heavily in training our young talent, and that means you'll be learning from experts in various subjects. And of course, let's not forget meeting incredible, talented graduates such as yourself.
The toughest and the best thing in my career to date was probably flying to New York for 2 weeks as part of a project in order to train users. Users ranged from being traders right through to support teams. Now, it was difficult because I hadn't met the users. It was obviously difficult. The trading system I was relatively new to, and the project itself, again, I was relatively new to. So it was great working in Manhattan, overlooking the whole of Manhattan. Obviously that's absolutely fantastic, and being in New York's great, but obviously the difficult side was it was early starts, it was very challenging. The system itself wasn't the easiest, and it was quite hard to engage traders, to listen, to learn, and also supporting them once the system went live, which was the project. The project was implementing a new trading system. But once the system was in and the traders were using it, they were keen to ask me questions. So we had a good relationship. They knew I was there to help. And the project went well, the system went in well, and overall it was a great experience, but definitely challenging along the way. I think it's important to understand your CV. Know your CV, the strengths, the weaknesses, and also any achievements you've got. Anything extracurricular is really important. Excelian will really appreciate that. And it's ultimately about understanding you as a person. So any work experience is great, but also what you're into and what makes you tick.